Potty training your new golden retriever puppy is one of the most important things you'll teach them. But there are a few mistakes that many people make that slow down potty training. And the worst part is that a popular potty training technique is actually one of these mistakes, and it's causing people to be confused at why it's taking so long. So here's what to avoid when potty training your puppy. The first mistake is probably the biggest one made by golden retriever owners, and it's a lack of puppy supervision. Puppies aren't born knowing that they should do their business outside and not inside. So if you don't keep both eyes on them when they're hanging out in your home, it's very likely that they'll have an accident when you're not looking. If your puppy is not in a crate or pen, it's best to actively supervise them so you can notice any signs that they might need to go potty. Signs like sniffing, circling, seeking out a secluded area, going to the door, and squatting are all things puppies do before they go potty. If you're busy on your laptop or cooking dinner, then you're likely going to miss these signs. But if you keep a close eye on your pup, you'll be able to intervene before the accident happens. If you can't closely watch your puppy, it's best to put them in their crate or a pen so that they can't have accidents around the house. This next mistake is similar to the first one, but it's a little different. Giving your puppy too much freedom is going to slow down your potty training process. Here's why. The more room your puppy has to explore, the harder it is for you to supervise them. With more space comes more likelihood that they will sneak off where you can't see them and go potty. Puppies don't need full run of your entire home. When they're in the potty training phase, you can use baby gates to section off parts of your home so that your puppy can't scamper off out of your view. As your puppy shows success with their potty training, you can begin to give them more space. But it's best to start with smaller areas until they have a good grasp on the idea that pottying only happens outside. We're going to cover the most frustrating potty training mistake for golden retriever owners next, but first, let's talk about using potty pads. Unless you want your golden to use potty pads for the rest of their life, using potty pads when they're a puppy is a mistake. While they might seem convenient and helpful, potty pads can slow down your house training. Here's why. Even if your puppy is doing their business on a pad, they're still pottying inside. So your puppy is learning that pottying happens inside, which is the total opposite of what potty training is all about. And when you think about it from your puppy's perspective, a pad is pretty similar to a rug or a carpet. So if you've been using the pads and then remove them, your puppy may seek out a similar surface to potty on, since that's what they're used to. Potty pads confuse your puppy's understanding of where to potty, and so it's going to take longer to get them fully trained to only go outside. It's best to skip the pads completely and teach your puppy to potty outdoors from the very beginning. Now let's talk about the mistake that causes the most frustration for owners of golden puppies. Tell me if this has happened to you. You take your puppy out to potty, but they don't go. So you assume that they don't have to, and then you let them back into your home. But the very first thing your puppy does is squats and pees on the rug right inside the door. You just took them out, and now they're going inside. In this situation, the mistake is letting your puppy loose inside your home after they didn't go during a potty break. It's super frustrating because you gave them a chance to go, and then here they are soiling your carpet right after coming in. You might be wondering, why didn't they go when they were outside? But the answer is a simple one. Like we mentioned earlier, puppies don't naturally understand that they're only supposed to go potty outside. If you took your puppy out and they didn't go, it's best to keep them contained in a crate or a pen, or keep them right next to you on a leash, and then take them out again several minutes later. It's a frustrating little dance, and you may have to go back and forth several times before your puppy actually goes. But if you allow your puppy to be loose after an unsuccessful potty break, you're risking them having an accident. Another major potty training mistake is not giving your puppy frequent enough breaks outside. Puppies are babies, and they can't hold their potty for very long. When they gotta go, they gotta go. If you wait too long between potty breaks and expect that they can hold it, they will probably go inside because it's just not possible for them to hold it that long. By giving your puppy frequent breaks outside, you're reducing the chance that they'll go inside. Plus, your puppy will start to see a pattern to their pottying. If every time they go, it happens to be outside, they'll start to want to go outside when they feel the urge to go potty. For young pups in the 8 to 12 weeks old range, you'll probably want to be taking them out every 20 to 30 minutes to start. I know it sounds like a lot, but it'll speed up potty training and you don't need to do it forever. A trick that might help you here is to set an alarm on your phone to help you remember to take them out on that schedule. By the way, we made a cheat sheet to potty training your puppy fast, and I'll drop a link for you to download it down in the description. Now, you might be making this next mistake, and it's definitely one you want to avoid. Waiting for your puppy to tell you that they need to potty is almost a guarantee for accidents. Of course, if your puppy does tell you they need to go, you should take them outside and praise them for letting you know. But you don't want to only rely on your puppy's communication because they're not the most reliable. Sometimes they might give you an indication, such as pawing at or whining by the door, but other times they might decide to potty right on the floor without telling you. It can take time for your golden retriever to learn how to let you know that they need to go outside. And it's also common for puppies to get preoccupied with playing and then need to go potty so bad that they don't give you any warning and go right away on the floor. A potty communication signal is something that comes with time as your golden matures. If your puppy is indicating that they need to go out, that's great, but you should still stick to giving them regular potty breaks even if they aren't telling you. You might wonder what to do if your potty does have an accident in your house, and this leads us to our next mistake. Even if you're feeling upset that your puppy had an accident, you should not punish your puppy for it. I've heard many people recommend to rub their puppy's nose in their accident, but that's one of the worst things you can do. Yelling, scolding, spanking your puppy, or rubbing their nose in their accident is punishing them. And punishment can not only damage the trust and the bond that you have with your puppy, but it can also slow down your potty training. Puppies who are punished for pottying in the house learn to avoid their owners and become sneakier at doing their business behind their human's back. Punishment doesn't teach a puppy where they should potty. It just teaches them that they better not get caught if they go inside, which can result in a very sneaky puppy. If you catch your puppy in the middle of an accident, calmly scoop them up and take them outside to see if they have anything left in the tank. Whether you saw the accident happen or you came across it after the fact, clean up the accident using an enzymatic cleaner. This step is important because puppies like to go potty where they smell other potty, and enzymatic cleaners actually break down and remove the smell so that your pup won't want to go there again. I'll link our favorite enzymatic cleaner down in the description for you. After you cleaned up, assess the situation that led to the accident. Did you get sidetracked and forget to take them outside? Was your puppy unsupervised? This will help you avoid making that same mistake again and prevent more accidents from happening in the future. Remember that it's your job as a human to teach your puppy where to potty, and punishment will only set you and your puppy back. Now, if you've got a yard, there's a chance you might be making this next mistake. Letting your puppy outside for a potty break without first leashing them can also slow down your potty training. Golden retrievers are easily distracted and love to play. If you let them loose in your yard, it's very likely that they might get sidetracked. Your pup might have such a great time playing around that they forgot to potty. That is, until you bring them back inside and they go pee on the rug. It's a good idea to keep your puppy on a leash for potty breaks, even if you have a fenced-in yard. By leashing them, you can take them to the same spot in the yard, which can help remind them why you're outside. The leash can also prevent the potty break from becoming playtime. Once your puppy potties, then you can unclip the leash and have some fun. This routine helps your golden retriever learn to do their business right away, which is useful for if you'd like to take them potty before you leave the house. When your puppy is reliably pottying outside and not having accidents for several weeks, you can start letting your pup out for potty breaks without leashing them. There's a common potty training mistake that can result in potty training taking months or even years of work. But first, here's kind of a weird mistake. Failing to keep a journal of your puppy's pottying can slow down potty training. If you don't write down when your puppy last pottied, it can be hard to know when they might need to go outside. Jotting down a quick note on paper can help you predict when your puppy will need to go potty and can also help you start to notice patterns to their pottying. For example, you can start to see how quickly after eating meals your puppy will need to go. Write down the time, whether or not your puppy pottied, and what they were doing before you took them out. Though it might seem a little crazy to keep a potty journal, it can really speed up the training process for you and your pup. Okay, now let's talk about the mistake that can lead to never-ending potty accidents. This mistake is all about the owner's mindset, and it's thinking that potty accidents are no big deal. I'm not saying that you need to freak out or beat yourself up if a potty accident does happen, but The more times your puppy potties in your home, the more confused your puppy gets about where to do their business. And this means that they're more likely to have accidents in the future. So you want to take potty accidents seriously. Accidents will happen, but they shouldn't be frequent. Anytime an accident happens, you should evaluate the situation that led to the accident and then take steps to prevent it from happening again in the future. Maybe you need to shorten up the time intervals between potty breaks. Or maybe it's best to put your puppy in a crate with a chew toy when you're on a phone call, instead of them being loose in the house. There's also the possibility that your puppy may have a health issue, like a urinary tract infection, which can be common in puppies. So if you find that your puppy is having a lot of accidents, even though you're very on top of things, have them checked out by your vet to rule out any medical causes. By taking potty accidents seriously, you can prevent your puppy from creating a habit of pottying inside. If you disregard potty accidents as no big deal and assume that your puppy will figure it out on their own, then you run the risk of living with a golden retriever that is never fully potty trained. But potty training mistakes aren't the only mistakes that you're likely to make as a new puppy owner. See the 10 most common mistakes first-time golden retriever owners make in this next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.